Hello Transformers fans, my name is Ronan and welcome back to another Transformers figure review. Today, we're going to be checking out one of the latest Voyager classes that's come from Legacy United. Coming from the Transformers Cybertron universe, we have Vector Prime. Now, we have been getting a few retools and repaints in the recent lines. We got Strong Arm from Alita 1 and Minerva, we got Bludgeon from Tarn, and now we got Vector Prime from G-Axis. Most people believe that this idea was pretty bad, but let's check it out ourselves. The first thing that many people notice is that Hasbro didn't change the molding on the front of the legs. Personally, it's not a deal breaker. It's visible, but because it matches and blends in with the leg, I really don't mind. Other than that, a lot of the parts are new. We got a whole new head sculpt, chest, and backpack. The new head looks amazing and captures that stoic vibe he gives off in the show. The new chest is great and helps bring your eyes towards that shiny center. The new backpack works pretty well. It helps that G-Axis had a clean back in the first place, and the strut is the same piece on both figures, which means all they had to do was add Vector Prime's wings. The only oddity that sort of bothers me is the hinges left on the legs from the wings that were on G-Axis legs. Luckily, same with the leg detail, it kind of just gets washed away. Getting more deep into the painting and sculpting, the gold accents throughout his entire body pop and look fantastic. The chest, shoulder armor, the waist, and the knees just shine perfectly. I love the colors they chose to mold them out of. The thighs and upper torso help contrast the rest of the body pretty well, and the blue of the wings looks great with that glitter mixed into it. Talking about that blue plastic, he comes with his sword and a cyber key cast out of the same blue plastic. The glitter in it makes it glisten and stands out compared to other figures' weapons, which are usually cast from black or gray or just any other color. The cyber key can combine with the sword or peg into his chest using some tabs, which looks pretty nice. Posing is pretty pleasing. He's got a ball jointed head, good range at his shoulders, and you can cheat the transformation joint for more dynamic range. Bicep, elbow, and wrist. He's also got opening hands so he can hold the cyber key. He's got a waist swivel, up, down, and side with the legs, a thigh swivel, a nice knee bend, and finally some foot up, down, and pivot. The transformation is essentially the same except for a few changes due to new pieces. Shoulder pads fold down, the chest has a little twirl, and becomes a nose cone rather than folding a nose cone out. One thing that is carried over from the G-Axis is the tail fin, but if you really don't want it poking out, just fold it away. Makes a jet a little bit cleaner. The jet mode is pretty slick, besides the undercarriage, although it is a lot better than G-Axis with the two shoulder blocks just poking out. At least the shoulder armor looks like intakes of some sort. In jet mode, it reveals a new spot for the cyber key to sit in, and there's even a 5mm peg for a mini-con to peg into. In jet mode, the sword doesn't have any specific place to store, but it has a 5mm peg on the side of it, so you can use any port to put it away. The gold here looks even better with all that concentrated in one spot at the front. Overall, the design of the jet is really nice, and the way that it shapes into the front like an arrow, it's pretty clean. So my final thoughts is that the figure is great. He pulls off great poses, and he has an aura that reflects his character very well. I've been loving these Cybertron figures. I got Starscream and Metroplex, and now with Vector Prime, it just adds more to that amazing roster. Robot mode is full of charisma, and the jet mode is what it needs to be. A space rectangle. It flies. Many people didn't like the fact that he was a retool and that he should have gotten his own mold. Do I agree? Not really. It would have been nice, but I'm really happy with this, and out of all the figures they could have retooled out of G-Axis, I'm glad they chose Vector Prime. It could have been a lot worse. They could have made him from Metal Hawk or someone. There's really not much else to say about him besides that I recommend him quite a bit. If you don't like it, that's fine, but I really like it. It's nice. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this review. Consider subscribing or liking the video to help out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.